Hello YouTube, it's Trust, and welcome to the 10th episode of the Bear Hug Radio. Today's guest on the Bear Hug Radio is none other than Sami. He is the most active bear in the world. Honestly, this guy never sleeps. He's always on Discord. Today on the episode, we will be talking about religion, ageism, the community, the whitelist giveaways, and the bear drop. As always, the goal of this podcast is to get to know the dopest people in the NFT space. I want to learn from the OGs in the space and get to know their stories. I wanted to talk to you for so long because you are one of the most active bears on Discord, and yeah, so thank you for coming on, giving me your time. I know you're a very busy person.
Thank you for having me. It's we've been I've been DMing you, bro, like let's do it, and always like something comes in between, and I like apologies by the way.
Oh no, it's not all your fault, man. We're both very busy people. I mean, everyone's busy in the space. It's not like some people have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and business to run. So yeah, it's no problem, man. I'm glad you're giving me your time now between homework and all the studying and stuff like that. But yeah, before we dive into too many questions, can you talk to me about your background? Where you from?
Yep. I'm from Belgium. My roots are Turkish, so I'm a Turk living in Belgium. I was born here, went to school here, and did all that. I am currently doing digital media, digital print. It's like a graphic design, doing graphic design basically. It's really cool. I really love doing graphic design, and I just love Photoshop, and I love those things. I like to keep myself busy creatively. It's just a lot of learning as well, because of course I'm not the best at it, but I always give it my all whenever I get the chance to be creative, or be it any opportunity I get. I always give it my best. But I enjoy it a lot, and that's something I also feel like really at home at. It sense of it gives this warmth when I do creative things, and I really love doing it.
Cool, man. So you're the guy who I need to go to if I need an edit or a new thumbnail idea?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir. I'll do my best for sure.
Okay. So you're a student, right? So do you have any part-time job or anything, or you're focused on your studies?
I'm currently just focused on my studies. It's just I feel like it's already enough on my plate as it is with just in life in general, plus school, plus because at a certain point I do get overwhelmed, me personally, due to I'm really sensitive to stress. So whenever I feel like I'm overworking or over doing stuff, and I feel like my it's just proven that my body cannot maintain it, unfortunately. But I can do a lot, but unfortunately, I cannot do it for a really long time. So I have to maintain myself in various positions throughout various things through the day, through my life as well.
Although that's definitely interesting. I didn't know that about you. But what do you do to manage stress then?
Well, one of the things that actually keeps me at I keep maintaining my mental health through prayers. I pray. I'm a Muslim, by the way, so I do my prayers 5 times a day, and it's just those moments throughout the day that keeps me calm, that keeps me connected to this calmness, praying to praying to God, Allah. It's just, I feel like calm. I feel it's something that keeps me going, and definitely it helps me maintain like my mental health as well as my physical health as well. And doing the prayer 5 times a day definitely keeps me healthy, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I think religion is a big part of a lot of people's lives, and I'm just curious, how many times do you miss a prayer 5 times a day? Do you do them all the time, or do you miss sometimes? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, that's a good question. I actually do sometimes miss a prayer, but when you miss a prayer, you have to basically do the ones you missed, and whenever you have time. We can like basically, if you miss the, let's say like the midday prayer, right? Like if you miss that one, and for example you're like, it's like 6 p.m. or whatever, and you just came home because you were at a place that you couldn't do it, you couldn't do your prayers, then you have to basically catch up with the prayers you missed. And it's just there is no penalty or whatever if you miss it. It has to be valid. If you're doing, I don't know, working or whatever, there is a, but usually I don't miss it. Usually I don't miss it.
I mean, yeah, that's good because as you say, it gives you like it de-stresses you, and it keeps you balanced, I think. So that's really cool. I didn't know that there was like a different prayer for each time of the day, in which I find very interesting. So yeah, we're learning every day. Every time I talk to someone, I learn something about them.
Exactly.
So do you have any hobbies outside of NFT and Discord? What do you do for fun?
Honestly, I love watching anime. I'm a big anime weep.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I just love anime. I love reading manga, the mangas, whatever it is. I love just anime in general. I just love what they bring. The stories, the plot, or whatever it is. Like the characters. It's just for me. It's like an escape. Escape. Also, creative definitely helps me being creative as well, because there is a lot of creativity within anime and manga. I feel like within the whole, like, within that whole as in a whole, right? Like it's definitely something I use as a source for my inspiration for whatever I do, creatively. It's something I always like, but just for to relax and to rewind or whatever it is. I love just watching or reading. I just love reading manga or anime. To be honest.
Yeah, I know what you mean. After like a long day of studying and like doing things actively,
Exactly.
doing like listening or reading books and stuff is just passive. It's just like just sitting down on your couch and like having the episode to you. I definitely understand. Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 23 years old.
Okay,
That's
23
crazy.
years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you think there's like ageism in the space, in the NFT space? Like, do you think anyone that is 16 to 18 can effectively run a project?
Oh, absolutely. I do believe that. Honestly, I'm seeing it actually, like right now. I'm seeing those boys and girls who are like at those ages. They actually are like, do not underestimate those people. Do not do that, because if you do that, you will fade them, and they will prove you wrong. They will definitely prove you wrong. And I feel like age doesn't don't take it out of context, but age doesn't really matter when it comes to age doesn't matter. Like if you can do something, if you can do something with, with passion, then that's all you need. Despite your age, despite wherever it is, you could be 18, you could be 16, you could be 60 or whatever. Whenever you start, you have to, that's something I noticed throughout these past few months, is that a lot of it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter, and a lot of it comes from passion, and passion gives birth to, miracles. That's what I believe.
I definitely understand. Are you afraid to like tell your age sometimes, like telling people you're 23 or not?
Nah, actually not. I'm not, because nah, I'm not actually. I'm not.
Because like in sports, younger is better. Basically, your prime is like 19, 20, maybe even all the way to 23, 24. So I think you're kind of in a prime age, because I don't know. Is it similar to NFTs where like younger is better? Because when you think about old people, they don't really know technology, and younger people know technology and growing influence and stuff. So
yeah, definitely. I want to agree on this part, right? Like experience does definitely matter. Experience is something that cannot be underestimated as well. But it depends on the person. I feel like there is a good mixture. I feel like I'd rather have someone who is passionate and young than older, maybe experienced, but they don't give a shit. Like that's something I really that's the thing that keeps me like more leaning towards the younger founders, or whatever it is. And but I do agree that experience is really important, obviously. But if your heart is on the right place, then and if you keep doing what you're doing, experience will come with the time. With time. That's definitely something I believe.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, passion's important and experience. So that's why it's kind of like hard, like if you're 16, 17, 18, you might be like super passionate and you know a lot about technology and how to grow influence, because maybe you started a TikTok and it grew to like millions of people, right? But you're lacking that experience, right? You're entrusted with like millions of dollars and to run a company for 10,000 units, you know what I mean? So to me, like I do understand and I do agree, but I think people out there that are in between 16 and 19 are afraid to say their age, Do you agree with that statement?
I honestly, I haven't really noticed that, but I do understand where you're coming from. I understand where they are coming from. I definitely think it's really scary to, say that you're so young, and I do believe that that's not something out of the ordinary, or obviously. But to those who, at the end of the day, it's Web3, right? Like you can stay anonymous. You don't have to say like who you are, how old you are. But at the end of the day, like if you're comfortable with saying that or whatever it is, just be true to yourself, be honest, and if you feel like saying it, just do it. I feel like, but I understand if I definitely understand that it's definitely something I feel like happens regularly.
Because definitely Web3 is like you can be anyone you want, right? And some people decide to like tell people they're older or even younger. So for someone like me who's a bit older, sometimes you're seen as like too old, maybe like, yeah, man, he's out of touch, he doesn't know technology or whatever. And so I think it's interesting in the Web3 where you can be whoever you want at the same time. But I think it's an important conversation that you should have, where people should be comfortable saying people that are docs won't really talk about their age or personal things, but at the same time, I think it's an interesting conversation to have.
Definitely.
But let's talk about your community builder role. Okay, so Man, you're the very active. I'm just curious, like, why are you so active with the Bears, and what drives you? What motivates you?
That's a really good question, bro. That's a really good question. How do I answer this? I honestly, it's really simple. I have the, not like a blind. I'm not blind in the sense of like believing and stuff, but I have or trusting and things. But there are like there are things where your gut plays a role in, like your gut says, it gives you this feeling that like do this, do that, and I always try to follow my gut in whatever I do. And also just from the things I have, just the things that we went through, to be honest, as a community. I was just, I wasn't a builder for like a real long time. This being a builder is just something really new in the Bears, in the OK Bears. Like, this is a new position given to the community, or basically offered to us for the ones who have the whatever, like if they have talent or whatever, if they want to contribute, or but like for me, it's just I love this community, man. Like I fucking sorry, like I'm not swearing. I don't want to swear, but I'm just, bro. I'm like really like I love the community. I love the goals, the plans, the just the vibes. To be honest, like the message is just something I feel at home here. Like it's something. I feel like a lot of people underestimate, because at the end of the day, we're like an NFT. It's all financial, all like it's all like on like based on money, which I understand. It's definitely understandable, but in me personally, I look at NFTs at like more like from a cultural standpoint, because that too is really important, if not more important than the financial side of things. Because at the end of the day, the cultural side of the NFTs does give its value. So that's what I believe to be honest. But like for me, Bears is I keep being active because I love the people there. For instance, like you, Sax, Strike, who is
Glock,
literally
Laser,
gold.
Wake.
Laser, Wake,
Crazy.
like
Everyone's there. Everyone's like really passionate about the
Parker,
project.
bro. Parker, shout out Parker, bro.
Parker,
He's my
Shmoney.
man. He's my man. Shmoney. Yeah, bro. It's just the people, bro. Like the people that, it's something where you're like, I feel like my heart like warms up to. Like every time I think about the people there, it's just I feel the need to be there. Like it's I feel at times I feel like it's like my not my duty, but like it's like it comes within. Like it this you cannot buy, like you cannot convince me of this. It just comes out of me for just from what I see, from what I feel. And I big shout out to the community, everyone who's there. Like they make us who we are. They give value to the things that we give value to. They are the biggest contribution, if not one of the biggest contributions to the project. I feel like I get, like, again, I keep stuttering, but it's just the passion, bro. It's I feel like those people are what keeps me being active. That's something that comes from within, and I really, really love the community. I really love the founders. I love Kai, Subi. I just love those guys. Like drums. Those people, like they when founders, when like people are real or not. You can see it. It's you don't have to be able to see it in order to feel it. I feel like it's just the way they talk, the way they have talked, the way they act, the way they, it's just many things that keeps me and my conviction up, and that keeps me being active, and basically me they basically me giving a lot of time out of my day to the community, and that's something I gladly would give, because at the end of the day they make or they give value in more than one way. So big shout
Yeah.
out to everyone who's watching this. I love y'all the goats, bro.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's something hard to put in words, the community, how great it is, and like to me it's like a brotherhood or a family, and or close friends, even best friends, like people we get on a VC. I mean, for those of you out there who don't know or like how strong the community is, just hop in the VC. There's always someone there, and there's always conversation. Ever since it's been open, I feel like the community has gotten a lot closer, getting to people. Like there's events and fun things happening, and yeah, there's always something to do, and it's super cool. But yeah, what do you
Obviously,
think? Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, I just wanted to say, like, the VC is something that definitely helped us. I feel like as like at least like the people who are like active there, or people who just join. I feel like that's something that is really important, because there has been a lot of things resolved. There has been a lot of conversations about anything, basically, like about OKVerse, or just the project, or just in general. Like, it doesn't have to be about NFTs as well. Like, there's far more things to talk about. Like, it's not only NFTs, it's not only Web3, it's life in general as well. And at times, especially like during these times, or the times that passed, I feel like there has been a lot of people who couldn't express themselves through whatever it is, like through text, or like and it's cool to have people there who just want to listen to you, as well as give feedback when necessary. And if you want to know something, and if you want to hear different viewpoints, and that is really important. Hearing different viewpoints, that definitely happens in the speakers corner, which is the VC, by the way.
Definitely agree, because like some people don't express themselves writtenly, and it's kind of awkward talking to people on Discord sometimes, just like having conversations side by side, like where I think through voice it's a lot better, it's a lot more personal. And for me it really helped, because at the beginning I was just like looking at conversations. I didn't really want to participate too much, because like I don't know, it's just like I say hi and then people respond, and then it's hard to like start a conversation, whereas with voice it's a lot easier. And it helped a lot, I think. So yeah, so let's
100%.
continue talking about your builder role. Like what do you think is your best attribute? And what do you think is your best attribute?
I think I'm really, I guess, the things that I've heard, like, it's hard to say, right? Like, I'm not here to
It's not an
I'm not
interview,
here.
but maybe try to think
Yeah.
about it the way. What do you think makes a good mod or builder? Like, what do you think? Like, anyone out there who wants to be part of the team, like, what do you think they should do, or what do you think makes them? What made your application stick out? Maybe.
All right, that's a good question. I guess I did mention that I could be really active. I could be really active. Also, I did I was a mod at an NFT project like long ago, which I also kind of put there. It didn't last for long, but I wasn't really active there. But I'm not sure, to be honest. It's just I feel like I've been really. Here's the thing, right? Like, whatever those were the first spots, right, for builders. So I feel like the ones who were active within the community, or who contributed, because you have to like also to put this here. I kind of was like really active helping Drims back in the day. Drims was making edits. He was we made like the templates for the edits during hibernation or whatever, and just being at least like vocal in the Discord and here and there about about the project. And if people were it's always to keep people calm, right? That was, I feel like that's something I really did good. I kept people calm. I gave them reasons to or not reasons, but like I made them think differently. That's something I could. That's something I can do really well. I think I can give different viewpoints, because at the end of the day, it's like I feel like sometimes it gets like to a place where it's like an echo chamber, and every positive or every negative thing gets louder and louder until to the point that you don't hear the other side of things. So I feel like what I do at those, if it comes to that, I always try to give different viewpoints as to why things are the way they are. And sometimes some people take it, and understand it, which is cool. Obviously, that's okay. But there are also people who just don't want to take it and they just leave. But at the end of the day, I gave them the different viewpoint on why things are going the way they are going. And that's something I have done since Mint, basically. And whenever I was online, or whenever, that's something I always have done. That's something I always do. Also in real life, I whenever, like, it doesn't really happen often, but like I can do it. And whenever I do it, most of the time I'm successful. There are times that I'm not, but at the end of the day, you just try. You just want to calm the people down, give them different things to think about, as well as give them the reason as to why things are going the way they are going. And that's really important, I feel like, especially like during these markets, or the way things are like right now.
Yeah, definitely. You're essentially like a Discord therapist, basically. No, but seriously, I think it's important to like share your points, because some people think they need to be like really, really influential, or really, really good artist, or really good at managing people to be part of the OK Bear team, kind of, you know what I mean? And I think like your aspect and what you brought to the team is good to share, because people out there don't really know how to add value to the community. And for me, it's the podcast, right? I'm also very active on VC and stuff like that. But at the beginning, that's why I didn't apply at first. I was just like, I don't feel like I add that much value to the OK Bears. And then after a month or two, I sort of applied, and I'm like, yeah, like, hey, I'm trusting Phil, I feel like I add value to the community for this and this reason. And yeah, my application went through, and not long after. But I think like a lot of people out there, like they're active and they don't know where their role is, so I think it's important to talk about it. Yeah, so let's talk about the Popheads whitelist giveaway. Okay, so for those of you out there who supported the channel and did everything, I'm really sorry. I only had 3 to give away, and there's so many people I wanted to give away, but luckily Sami was one of them. So I actually did use a online comment picker. I was totally random. For those of you who don't trust me, I can show you the pictures I took. But yeah, congratulations, you won the whitelist giveaway.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm just lucky, bro. I'm just really lucky. I appreciate you for giving back to the listeners, to the community you have built. It's definitely something that I think a lot of people do appreciate, even though it was only 3 spots, but better 3 than nothing, right? Like we do appreciate it a lot, Phil, and thank you for everything.
Exactly. Thanks, and thanks for saying that, because honestly, the bigger the channel grows, the more whitelists I can give away, you know what I mean? I think in a way. So the more people subscribe, and more people participate in giveaways and stuff, like the more I can give away and stuff like that. So It was really tough though, having to tell people, that watch all my videos that I'm really close to, that I can only give it to like 3 people, and yeah, it sucks, but hopefully people understand. But do you think honestly, should I do one of the giveaways just to people like in the OK Bears, and then 2 for the other ones, or do you think it should always be random? What are
Hmm.
your
I, I, to be honest, I like when people who, like at the end of the day, those are your spots to give away or claim,
Mhm.
right? And it is like, I feel like if you're going to give it away, it's better to reward those who, if you're asking the people, you're basically asking the people to do like maybe like 1-2 steps, just minor steps, right? Like minor task. And if they can even, put that amount of effort into something you are willingly, to give away, be it a wireless or whatever, or just a giveaway in general, I feel like that's those people who put in the effort, be it to enter the giveaway, or I'm not gonna get into the, but like just in life in general as well, but like I feel like those who put in the work deserve it the most. So I don't think necessarily like rewarding those who you have known or whatever. It all depends on who put in the work, and who is lucky, who's not lucky, there's always the next time. Not gonna be the end.
Mhm.
Always keep grinding.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm interested, but didn't write in the comments popless whitelist giveaway. It was very simple, but and some people just like me, I don't read instructions. I don't read instructions. I just like, okay, and then like the amount of people that wrote pop heads wrong and stuff like that, which shouldn't be an issue. But when you're going through a comment random picker, I have to tell them what I need to put in the comments, or what do they need to put in the comments, and if they spelled it wrong, like the computer won't register it as a comment. So that's why there was like 128 comments, and some of them didn't get generated in because they either spelled it wrong, or they didn't spell it exactly like I did. But and some people, they told me they wanted to, but they didn't comment and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really cool though. It was a cool first experience.
100%. It was
But yeah, this is
thank you for rewarding those who those who put in the effort. And at the end of the day, it's just a small thing, right? Like it's really basic. If you can't do that, like I'm sorry, like it's just but fair play. The ones who won, and the ones who didn't, there's always a next time.
exactly. Well, it goes into my. Well, honestly, I actually thought about it. Like, how am I gonna do this? Should I just like put like one whitelist for people I'm really close to, one whitelist to Bear Community, and then another one for people that commented? And yeah, I sort of thought about it back and forth and stuff, but it's tough. It's tough because I want to reward people that were there from the beginning also, and I also want it to be fair for everyone. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's tough sometimes because you can't please everyone.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Nah. That's really interesting because I do like this. The giveaway you have done. It kind of reminds me of the bear drop that is going to be minting tonight.
Yes.
For me. I don't know how much. Like, what is the time? Like, is it also a night for you, or?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock for me.
Oh, okay.
9
Yeah,
p.m.
it kind of reminded me of that because basically we had to raise our hands, right? Like the equivalent to that is putting in that comment, and raise your hands, wait, and then if you get selected, you have to perform a task.
I know the second one you had to nominate 3 people in the community, and then
yeah.
The other one was Wrong Answers Only, Wagbo,
Yeah,
and
the first one was highs and lows. So if you were selected in the first three, you had to basically experiences in Web3, your highs and your lows within just the amount of time you have been, just to summarize. And the one was you had to name basically your five favorite Twitter accounts, basically the people you deem like good people or good accounts that give the right content or the content you like. So that was really cool. I think that's really that's something I really appreciate about Bears, about the team. They do these like just the bear drops, like the way they have done it, and it's cool. It's really cool. It primarily was meant to reward those who have been active within the community, and I believe that was really successful because there were indeed a lot of the active people got rewarded. So I guess that was successful, right?
yeah, it's really cool because it has a lot of similarities to my giveaways. Basically, you want to reward everyone, but you want to be fair, right? And the task wasn't really like too heavy. All you have to do is click a button and then just share, right? It's a 5-minute process, but some people didn't do it, and yeah, it's okay. I mean, again, you want to reward people that were there active. And are there 1,000 people that are active every day or in their own way? I don't think so. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. But there's still some people that are frustrated because some people that are really active didn't get voted on and stuff like that. But at the same time, you got to be fair with everyone because everyone are holders. And I think it's just a really cool way, like with the coin and now the boombox. When did you get nominated? On the first one, second one, or third one?
Yeah, actually, I on the last one. That was kind of, yeah.
Really lucky. I got nominated on the first one, so I was really lucky at the beginning. So I still participated in all three of them, but I thought it was really cool right from the beginning. I didn't have to stress out to not get it because I really wanted one.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like, even if you entered on the others, you couldn't win because apparently the bot eliminates those who have been chosen before. So that's really cool. So even if you did, you couldn't win twice. So no. But yeah, I won actually on the third, so necessarily the last, but like on the third. So basically the last, but yeah, it was cool. I had to do wrong answers, so we had to give it a different meanbo instead of we're gonna be okay. So yeah, that was really cool. I made something really cool as well. I made like an edit, just end it, and like I said, I love putting in creativity into things that I love, and I love OK Bears. I love Bears. I love the community. I love whatever they do. Of course, that doesn't hold me back from being real when it matters, and that's something really important amongst builders as well.
What do you think about the art on the boombox? And do you think it's going to be a coin with a boombox on it, or is it only going to be a boombox?
That's actually a good question. I think it's gonna be just the coin, but I don't know. Like I'd much rather have it without the coin because I like just the art in itself, but I don't know. We'll see. It from the sneak peeks, it looked like it was without coin, and then it became a coin. I don't know if that was to show it was backed by gold, but we'll see. At the end of the day, like, I love the art. It looks really cool.
Yeah, because I was having a conversation with Sax just before, and we were wondering, like, is it gonna be a coin? Is it not gonna be? Because I do understand the fact that it needs to represent backed by gold. But at the same time, it would be cool, just like the boombox picture, and like maybe it being gold. I think there's gonna be a few that are in gold or something like that, but I just think it's a cool idea. With the sneak peeks, I couldn't really figure it out, a coffee, a donut, and then it just became like, oh, it's a boombox. But I thought it was really cool. Yeah, what do you think the price is gonna be from the beginning?
Oh, honestly, it's like so it's a 1K collection, right? So honestly, it has to be like at least. Honestly, I don't care about floor price, but just for the sake of the for the question, I think like 10 soul is reasonable. Like 10, maybe like 13, maybe 15. I think that's just for the amount of NFTs you get, like the bear drops. 1K is a really low supply, so I think 10 to 15 is quite reasonable.
Yeah,
especially if yeah.
It's tough though, because it like the coins have the same weight in gold as the boombox, and yeah, there are less of them. But let's say you get a 1/4, right? A 1/4 of gram in weight in gold, and it's the same thing as the coin. So that's why some people, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm just curious to know. I don't know if it's gonna be 10 right off the bat. Like if they were all 10Ks, or 10 grams. Is it grams or kilos?
Grams.
Yeah, grams. So if they were like, since there's only 1,000, at the beginning we thought it was gonna be 10 grams each, but it's not. It's gonna be the same weight or same proportions as the coin. So
also, like that, to be honest, sorry to cut you, but like if it were 10 grams, that's like about $500,000. So the whole bear drop, would be backed by $500,000 worth of gold, which is kind of like, especially like during these times, that I don't know if that would be something smart to do.
Yeah. No, I understand, but
especially with like the whole royalties and stuff, and especially people don't, which is crazy because a lot of people do not, honor the royalties from, like it's something new for me, right? Like I haven't really noticed that until I heard about, the number. I saw like a statistic that basically, a lot of people don't pay the royalties. Even for the projects they believe in, which is kind of sad, kind of saddening, to be honest.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to buy another one, or are you gonna sell yours? What do you think you're gonna do with it,
bro? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna keep it, and I don't have the liquid to buy more, to be honest. But no, I'm just gonna keep it. And if it's a Game Boy, if somehow there is like a Game Boy or whatever, if it's a Game Boy, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna store that somewhere nice and safe.
Did you have a Game Boy growing up?
I didn't, but to be honest, no, I did. I forgot, but I did.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just like sometimes it brings back memories. Like I had a Game Boy Color, and I had a Game Boy Color growing up, so it's like a nostalgia factor. Also, I think it's called
I had the Game Boy Color as well.
The Pokemon Go. Did you play the Pokemon Yellow, Red, Blue, or what did you play when you?
I played the. I think it was Red.
Red. Yeah, I had the blue one and the yellow one after. So I mean, I was a big Pokemon fan when I was younger.
Yeah, same. Bro, Pokemon is legendary.
Of course. Yeah, that's what helped me. Get into NFTs. I sold my Pokemon collection when I was younger. I mean, during the COVID, basically, because I had mine evaluated. And I had like a really rare Charizard, so I sold one for about 1,500. and it was
Yeah.
a first edition, so I put it right into crypto. And because the thing is, most of my money is going into my house, so a lot of the money I have is going towards buying a house. So all of the NFT money is just like basically my play money or something. So that's
Mhm.
why.
I mean, that's smart, right? There is
Yeah,
no need to put money into risky assets just like
Yeah.
NFT.
But,
It makes sense. It
but
definitely makes sense.
at the same time, it's like when the market's down, like I really don't feel bad at all. Like, I know it's gonna go back up, and if it doesn't, then I just lost some Pokemon cards. I didn't put all my life savings in and lose my house.
100%. Big brain. Big brain.
All right, so before I let you go, my last question is always, who do you think should I interview next? Who would you pay money to watch on my YouTube channel?
Yeah. Well, actually, I do have a few in mind. But I think I'd love to see Glock. Glock is
Okay.
someone who is like really respected within the community. Someone who has always been really, 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 intelligent, and the way he talks, the way he brings over the message, gives the just the message, his viewpoints. I really respect him for that, and he is definitely someone who I would like to see here being interviewed by you, for sure.
Yeah. All right. I mean, definitely he is on my list. It never just occurs because you guys are in Europe, so it's always a little harder for me because my free time is at night, and then for you guys it's in like a morning almost. But yeah, I'm going to definitely give him a call, and then I'm gonna tell him you gave him a shout out.
Glock, if you're listening to this, get on Bear Hug Radio. Get on. I'm begging you. I'm not even begging you. You have to come. I demand that. You have to come.
No choice.
No choice. No choice.
All right. Well, thank you very much for giving me your time. I know you're a very busy person, so I really appreciate you being on. I'm happy to get to know you, and I think it's gonna be good. More
Likewise.
people need to know who Sami is, and yeah, thanks a lot.
Appreciate you, Phil. Thank you for asking me these questions and allowing me, to open up myself a little bit more.
If you enjoyed the show, hit the like and the subscribe button, and use this link to watch the next episode. Peace.